Mic check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully someone hears me. Hey, Rev, Chim, thank you. Thank you so much. It's having a little technical troubles as I started the stream today, so I appreciate it. Tropism. Wait. How many accounts do you have, my friend? Hey, Stormy. Just make sure you only enter with one account today during the giveaway, okay? Just minor issues for me. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to the Dungeon Alchemist Mapmaking Show. Got our new landing screen for the stream, the fine print patch. How you doing, Catatonic DM, Swedish Cook, Blue Mage, and Nani? We got such good turnout today. Welcome one and all to the Dungeon Alchemist Mapmaking Show. Hope you're having an amazing weekend. Bright lights kill the gremlins. The bright lights tend to blind me as I get the stream started each week. Lilandra, how you doing? Just want to remind everyone that today during the stream we're going to be giving away a Hendrycke plush. Remember, a reminder, that's one entry per person. So one entry per account, and we'll be doing that giveaway here shortly in a few. I just got a little bit to cover before we do. Wonderful, Lilandra. Hope you're well. Shalloween, how you doing? Welcome to the Dungeon Alchemist Mapmaking Show. Just want to make sure we're live on all platforms before we get going. Got our TikTok, Steam. I got Steam. Welcome to the community. My name is Mac. I'm the community manager for Dungeon Alchemist. These streams we host 2 a week, every Monday and every Saturday. Monday is the Mapmaker Monday show, and Saturday is the Dungeon Alchemist Mapmaking show. Essentially, during this stream today, we have a few different segments where we cover a variety of different content and showcase community maps, teach you about Dungeon Alchemist, and provide support through our live Q&A feature. Apologize if I'm a little off kilter today. I've been struggling this last week to find time to sit in front of my office or my computer because my sciatica has been flaring up. I got a new bit of medication and got it filled the other day, and I'm feeling a bit better, but it's still a bit of a struggle. So throughout the day, if I need to take a break, I may here and there. Show me what you got. So throughout the day, throughout the stream today, we'll be covering various. Let's just show you the itinerary, shall we? So on the stream today, we'll be covering a news segment, fine print patch, circus cannon, and of course the Hendrycke plush giveaway, which I'm sure many of you are here for today. Today we'll be giving away a handmade Hendrycke plush, which, if you're not familiar, Hendrycke is our mischievous mascot, the imp that you see when you load Dungeon Alchemist. Hendrycke is the best imp. You see him in the corner juggling. That's the guy we're going to be giving away today. The Damn Challenge segment. The theme is light and shadow. We had 10 entries for the Damn Challenge. I'm very excited to show them off today. I'll be okay. So I'm on some new medication. So I'm a little bit off kilter. That's why I'm just like managing my pain, but also dealing with this medication. So I'm sorry if I'm a little weird. Following the Light and Shadow Damn Challenge segment, we will be doing a Dungeon Alchemist Q&A segment, which afterwards we will do the Dungeon Alchemist Workshop segment, where we will showcase assets. During the Damn Challenge segment, I like to showcase maps, and following, I like to showcase assets from the workshop. Lastly, we will be doing a Damn Feature segment, where we will be showcasing the autosave feature and how to make the most out of it. You know, he is a very cute imp. Honestly, very, very cute. Hendrycke is quite the scamp/imp. How's everyone doing today? So Zach, you know, that's a great question. We just launched an update the other day called the Fine Print Patch, literally this week. And that update was intended to be a hot fix to include a bunch of fixes for random bugs we've been getting reports about the last few months. In addition to that, we also had a few features we added, one of which was the ability to split up a printed map into multiple pages. Before, you could only do like a single page of a printed map. Now, you can split a major map into multiple printed segments of equal size. Our next major update should be before the end of the summer, which will be the Fun with Objects Part 2 update. I actually had a meeting with our lead artist yesterday, the creator of Dungeon Alchemist, Wim de Hare, and he showcased a few features with me, discussed timelines, essentially brought me up to speed as to what's going to happen in the next few months with Dungeon Alchemist. The Fun with Objects Part 2 update is the main focus right now for our lead developer. He just pushed out a patch to fix a bunch of bugs and release this multi-split printing, the rasterized page printing, where you can split a massive map into smaller print size pieces. That said, this next update will include a lot of heavily awaited features, such as rotation of objects on any axis, grabbing and selecting groups of objects and manipulating them. Not to mention thousands of new objects and features. Multi-selection is definitely something. Hey, KO'd, how are you? I've missed you so much. How are you? What's new? So, yeah, let's get into our stream in depth here. One moment. I just want to show y'all. Oh, wait, we discussed the itinerary. You know what? There's been a lot going on. Glad to hear you're well. You're doing okay now? Fantastic. Honestly, I was like, where is KO'd? I haven't said the name KO'd in at least 3 months, so I know something must be wrong. I'm glad you're back, my friend. This headset here, so this is a bit of a throwback. This is an Astro, I think it's an A50, but this model is discontinued. They don't sell it anymore. This is like 10 years old. I've been a big Astro headset fan for the last like 10, 20 years. I've had 2 of their headsets and they've like run for about 10 plus years each before they fall apart. Oh my gosh, Random Ladybird, you said the roof patches have fixed a lot of your roof issues. Fantastic. That is so great. Love this, Maximus. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Welcome to the stream. Sorry the stream's a little boring at the moment. We've got nothing up. So, yeah, let me showcase a few things that are upcoming with Dungeon Alchemist development. How do you guys feel about that? Some Dungeon Alchemist news. Teasers, if you will. It is a bit retro, but sometimes the retro headsets tend to be the best. Astro, if you're familiar with them, they make some top quality headsets, but like the reason I bought this headset is not only is it a powerful headset, but it has a base station that you can set it on and charge, but the base station also can accept audio from multiple sources. So I have 2 computers running in and my Xbox running into my headset. So basically I hear music from multiple feeds and can see the stream and hear everything going on there at the same time. So I have 2 computers running into this and a console. And that's one major benefit of this headset is the fact that it has multiple inputs that you can kind of overlay with each other. Okay, let me show you something that's coming up with the next update. So we've been seeing a lot of circus assets, and I talked to Wim about this, and I said, man, our community is going to love that because there is an entire book based around like a circus campaign, which is Wild Beyond the Witchlight, right? Which has a setting based at a circus, and then you teleport to the Feywild. So we need a good big top, right? Big top is a circus tent. And the devs have been working on that, but they've also been working on assets to fill that big top. So this stunt cannon where you would like have a cannonball man inside of it and they get launched across. You all have seen that, right? So this is a circus cannon. How you doing, Sophie? Which brand are you talking about, Blue Mage? Cannonball halfling. Honestly, I think a halfling would fit in there just perfectly. Astro? You've never heard of Astro? I'll be honest with you, yeah, they're expensive headsets, but they're worth every penny. Here's the thing. I've spent money on cheap headsets that are like $30, $50. They break in like a year. I bought this headset because it lasts forever, right? It fits good. It's comfortable. These earpieces, they're magnetic. They can come out and clean or replace them. So like if they get gross, you just swap them out. This headset has a splitter where you can split your audio towards more of one side or the other. So like if you're listening to music in a game, you can be like, I want to listen to more game than music. So it's actually a really powerful piece of equipment. Hey, Highland Lass. Spiky turtles? Oh my gosh. That'd be so messed up. What do y'all think of these, though? They look basic, but these are like barn shelving workshop shelving. Imagine, if you will, putting these in any, yes, right, Sack. I knew you would like it. Hey, Captain Joey's, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Things like Fog of War. Dungeon Alchemist is a map making tool first, right? So you build maps in DA. You build the most intricate, beautiful maps you can make in Dungeon Alchemist, right? It's a map making tool first and an immersion tool second. A lot of people think, hey, why can't I play in this, right? Ultimately, you export your maps for your play style of choice with Dungeon Alchemist. So whether it's a printed map or a digital tabletop surface like a TV or a projector tabletop, or even a virtual tabletop like Foundry, Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, Dungeon Alchemist is compatible with all of those different services, right? Now, I know a lot of people would love to be able to play in this 3D space or get the most out of a Dungeon Alchemist map, because at the end of the day, it's really beautiful and it's really intricate and detailed, right? Our devs have stated that our next major project after we leave early access is essentially a tool that would pair with Dungeon Alchemist, a Dungeon Alchemist virtual tabletop, if you will, that essentially gets the most out of our maps and immersion, and as kind of like, chocolate and peanut butter, how they meld so well together. Imagine a virtual tabletop tool that was developed by us from top to bottom that works with our maps. That's kind of our upcoming, if you will, and things like Fog of War, multiplayer, dice rolling, stuff like that would be included in that standalone tool. Fantastic, Joey's. Fantastic. By the way, welcome everyone to the stream. My name is Mac. I am the community manager for Dungeon Alchemist. This is the official Dungeon Alchemist channel, whichever platform you're watching on today, whether it's Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Steam, etc. We're multi-streaming on all these platforms. Throughout the stream today, we'll be covering a variety of different segments, but we'll also be answering your questions in real time. And we have a Q&A segment in the middle of the stream where if you have support inquiries, questions about our product, our development, our, whatever, you can ask, and I will try my best to answer your questions in AMA format. Okay, let us dive into, after we discuss news at length, let's dive into the Damn Challenge segment, which I'm sure many of you realize who the winner is this week. Tropism is the winner of the Damn Challenge this week, and their map is absolute fire. I know they uploaded a couple maps, but the Shadow Realm of their map was the one that impressed me the most. So can we get a round of applause, pat on the back for our friend Tropism for winning the Damn Challenge. And those that are new here and are just tuning in, the Damn Challenge is what is our bi-weekly map making contest we host on our stream and on our Discord. We called it the Damn Challenge because when you save a map in Dungeon Alchemist, it's saved as our proprietary map making format, which is a damn file. I know that sounds funny, but it's Dungeon Alchemist map for short. The damn file is your map file. That's essentially what tells DA what your map looks like. So when you save a map in Dungeon Alchemist, it's saved as a .dam, like a JPEG or an MP4 or whatever. So we have the Damn Challenge is sort of a throwback to our community, to let them kind of push themselves to their limits and kind of flex their map maker muscle on the community, see what they can come up with. Tropism, one of our longtime community members, active map maker, contributor. This map is top notch, absolutely phenomenal. I kind of almost swore there, by the way, almost dropped an F-bomb because this map is something else. Zach, you know what? Don't even worry about competing with the pros. Here's the thing. The thing about the Dam Challenge is anyone can enter at any level, whether you're a new map maker or an experienced map maker, right? I don't judge based on experience. I judge based on a vibe. First off, I always look for someone who encapsulates the theme we choose more than anything, right? People will spend dozens of hours making intricate, beautiful maps. That doesn't mean you're going to win. I've had maps that are 5x5 win, okay? It's all about heart, it's all about vibe, and it's all about really just putting yourself out there. And then the other thing to consider is when you practice with Dungeon Alchemist and join the Dam Challenge, you're not only pushing yourself to new heights, but you're sharing that map with our community who can learn from it. It only emboldens us as a community and makes you better as a map maker as a whole. We've done small challenges in the past. We did a 10x10 once. It was pretty fun. But the cool thing about the Dam Challenge is it's revolving every 2 weeks. It's a bi-weekly challenge. Not twice a week, once every 2 weeks, just to clarify. So every 2 weeks, we pick a theme on the stream, and then that gives you 2 weeks to build your map and enter using that theme as inspiration. I encourage you to, Zach. Honestly, it sounds like the next theme is going to be a small map. By the way, I won't do 6x9. You silly freaking shenanigans over here. What are y'all talking about? Brandon Thomas, how you doing, my friend? Why am I not seeing multi-stream from YouTube today? Chat. Let me refresh the chat. Refreshing. It was small. It was whatever it was. So, congratulations to Tropism. This map, at a glance, absolute fire, right? KO'd, I think you bribed me at one point too. Almost everyone who's entered the Dam Challenge has bribed me at some point. A 6-7 map? No. 8-9. Okay, I saw Brandon's message. It just appeared. Brandon, by the way, your previous messages weren't popping up in my chat, but I just refreshed it. YouTube messages are popping up now. Let's take a look at this map. I think we did a 10x10 once. I don't think I've ever done a 9x6. That's too risque. So let's take a look at Tropism's map from the exterior. 2x20 map. You know what we need to do? It's like a long map that's like, you know, like a chase scene where it's like 100x2. It's like just a street. Y'all are too much. Love this community so friggin' much. Always, always. KO, tell me what you've been up to as of late. A train map? All I know is 6x9 wasn't my suggestion. I know it was the community's. I would have never suggested that if it came up as the theme. Okay, so I'm looking at this temple. First off, I love these split sections right here. This is fire. And the entrance here with all of these like little like I guess it's stairs, right? I this right here and the like, you know, the fog of this map is what really sold me on it. Yeah, Catatonic, I agree. Tropism really likes to do a lot of by hand work with their builds, right? And you can tell all of these platforms were put in here meticulously. I also love the use of the hellscape biome. If you look here, they've got this like tryptophobic skulls and like weird, I don't even know what to call them. Pustules? What flesh jewels? What would you call that? They look gross. That's all I gotta say. Minstora, how have you been, man? What you been up to? Yes, all the maps from the dam challenge are on the workshop. This map is called Temple of the Shadow Realm. It is available on the workshop. Dude, so happy for you. Glad you're back. Hope you're doing well and recharged and like vibing. I've been seeing some of your videos lately about different games and stuff, so keep it up. Yeah, download this map. Any of you, feel free. This is the winning map of the Dam Challenge. It's called Temple of the Shadow Realm. I wish I could share a link on TikTok, but if I do, it just won't post. So unfortunately, cannot share that. Does anyone on Twitch would anyone on Twitch like the link? Stand by. Trying to find the link. Give me 1 second. I thought I had it on standby, but I think I closed it earlier, so that's my bad. All right. There is the link. Let's go take a look at this multi-level structure, which, by the way, has an opening at the top and you can see through multiple levels. Very immersive. Very cool, Brandon. Very cool. How long have you been using Dungeon Alchemist? By the way, we're going to be doing a giveaway on today's stream. Our beloved mascot, Hendrycke, right? We had a company in Belgium custom commission some plushies of this guy. Not quite the exact resemblance, but you get the idea. But after we showcase this map on the stream, we'll be doing the giveaway. So stick around if you're interested in winning a Dungeon Alchemist plushie, handmade, custom commission, made in Belgium, shipped internationally to your home. Okay? In fact, let me find a link or an image of it really quickly. Doesn't he? Oh my gosh. Doesn't he look so close? Has a beer inside, Belgian style. You know, it's funny you say that. I've had meetings with my bosses where they're just casually kicking back a beer. It's definitely got something inside. Let's just say it's glass beads. It's the weight inside. So, you know, KO'd, honestly, your Donkey Kong map with Seisu is one of the like most like impressive maps I've ever seen. And I think if anyone could figure out a scrolling animation with DA and tracks, it's you. Okay, so we're going to be giving away one of these on the stream today. If anyone is interested in winning one of these plushies, this is a plush of our mascot Hendrycke. This is in the loading screen when you load DA. You know that imp you see? That's him. He is based off of a character from our lead developer and lead artist Pathfinder campaign called Hendrycke of the Pits. Hendrycke of the Pits. Sorry for that. And he's kind of an NPC they deal with sporadically in their campaign, but they made him the mascot of DA. Anyway, we tried to do like a campaign a few months, about a year ago, to get some plushies and anyone can enter and get one. Didn't work out. So our lead artist, Wim, found a company in Belgium that makes plushies by hand. So they've made a bunch of them, and we're going to be giving away one today, hopefully a few more in the future. KO, you know what? That makes me sad. You've been so busy you don't even have time for D&D? You got to make some time for D&D. I know like life is busy. Hopefully you got a good job and you've been busy with work and life and family and hobbies and stuff, but man, D&D is life. Like, oh my gosh, I need like at least one session a month. Anyway, back to this map. Let's drop us a token in it. We're going to explore. When we're done with this map today, we're going to give away one of those Hendrycke plushies, okay? Hope y'all are excited and eager. If you're interested in winning, you must be following the stream to participate. So make sure you hit that follow button. Uh-oh. So many platforms here, it's being buggy. I'm going to have to put them in closer. There we go. You was hoping what would go on sale at some point? Because technically Dungeon Alchemist is on sale today. It's 20% off right now on Steam. The giveaway will be exclusive to Twitch. You must be following on our Twitch platform and watching us on Twitch to participate. I'm sorry for all our other viewers on other platforms, but unfortunately, the giveaway bot I'm using only works on Twitch. So, how this will work, if you want to enter the giveaway, make sure you jump over to our Twitch platform, drop a follow, stick around until we do the giveaway. When we do the giveaway, you'll have to type in a code into chat. That code will enter you into the giveaway, and we will do a spin wheel giveaway live on stream, so the winner is chosen at random. Is this Brazil? What? Honestly, this is pretty dope. The interior matches the vibe of the exterior for sure. Ah, I fell in the pool of death. No! This map is incredible. Fantastic build. Perfect for any number of big bad encounters or, you know, some sort of temple that may have been taken over by evil energy. Brandon, I will say this, practice makes perfect, my friend. The more you play with Dungeon Alchemist, the better you get. And also tuning into these streams, invaluable. Every stream, we cover questions from our community, provide real-time, tips and tricks, tutorials, support. Often there's people in our community who tune into every stream, have been here for years and still learn new things. So I know the streams are hard to tune into sometimes, but if you can drop in even once a week or once every couple of weeks, ask your questions during the stream, you'll learn a lot about Dungeon Alchemist. And that's what I'm here for, is to teach you Dungeon Alchemist in real time, provide you real-time support, guidance, and also, just a place to vibe and hang out and learn about the product. Hey, Kalali, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome back. I don't mean to call out people who haven't been here in a while. I just like to say hello to people I haven't seen in a long time, So, when you look at this map, how do you think it could be used in your campaigns, encounters? What type of encounters or settings would you use this for? Oh, nice, Brandon. You're over here on Twitch. Nice. Oh my gosh, Kalali. I am so sorry. That is, oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Honestly, I have one thing I am more afraid of than anything in the world, and it's strokes, because they run in my family. I am so sorry for you. And honestly, the fact that you are just like taking care of your wife and dealing with all that, that is, like absolute, like I don't even know how to explain how peak you are for helping your wife through this and dealing with all that. Strokes are serious business. They're scary. You would hoping what would go on sale at some point, Sack? Yeah, for real. Positivity. Let's send some positivity to our friend Kalali. Good vibes and positivity towards them and help them, hopefully find, a little bit of peace and balance in their life. I don't like to talk about this a lot on the stream, and but my wife was hospitalized a few years ago for almost over a year, and dealing with that in the American medical system is not only a nightmare, but like something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Like it's rough to deal with any medical system. And I have a strong cord of sympathy for anyone who has to, help their significant other through a vast period of recovery. Okay, remember everyone, after we showcase this map, we're going to be giving away a Hendrycke plushie. So if you're not already watching us on Twitch, make sure you jump over. That's twitch.tv/Dungeon Alchemist. I hate that we can only do the giveaway on this platform today, but it's the only one conducive that allows us to support multiple viewers and a giveaway this way. So make sure you're following the stream, first off, and make sure you stick around. Here in a few minutes, we'll be doing that. You know what's really sad? When I was tending to my wife and visiting her every day at the hospital, they said I was unique and basically, I guess a lot of husbands out there, when their wives get sick, they don't support them and visit them in the hospital and abandon them. It's pretty messed up. I don't think I could do it any other way but supporting her and caring for her. And anyway, I guess the nurses and the doctors were, I don't mean to brag or anything, like they were very impressed with the fact that I was visiting day after day after day after day after day. It's kind of messed up. Anyway, okay, let's do a giveaway, shall we? Who wants to win a Hendrycke plush? Exclusive pool for the Lich to go swimming, right? You know what? Thank you for making me laugh. Appreciate that. Okay. I want everyone who's interested in winning a Dungeon Alchemist Hendrycke plush, jump over to our Twitch right now. Make sure you're following the stream and watching the stream so you have a chance to win. We're going to be giving away this very handsome fellow. I want to show you an image of him before we move on. Stand by. How could you not want one of these? This little cutie is so damn cute. For real, Kalali, I wish you nothing but the best. Strength, endurance. Keep it up, man. For real. Builder's Chauffeur, yeah, the other side of the portal map, for sure. For sure. It's like the upside down, right? Raise of hands, how many of you have been using Dungeon Alchemist for a while now? No, it's broken, man. It's broken. For sure, Couch Warrior. I have experienced the United States healthcare system top to bottom. It is a joke. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's give away a Hendrycke plush. If any of you are interested in winning that Hendrycke plush, make sure you're following the stream. Make sure you're ready to type in the code to enter the stream. Okay. I'm going to activate this one moment here, okay? For the next 10 minutes, anyone can enter to win a Hendrycke plush, right? To enter, you just need to type the word giveaway in chat. By the way, you can only enter once. I've set it up that way. So everyone can only enter one time. Do me a favor, if you're interested in entering, type giveaway in chat. You must be following to enter. Let me just check. 1 second. Stand by. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Well, that's not it. KO'd, I'm going to add you manually. No stress. Sometimes the the bot bugs out. Okay, there's nothing I can do about it. By the way, make sure you're following. If you're not, it will not work. Kakas. How you doing? Welcome back. You know, Twitch is a bitch. Sometimes things don't work. So thank you for letting me know. If any of you entered and you think it didn't track your entry, let me know and I'll manually enter it. I see you, noobs. You're definitely on there. DM Crusader, I hope you jump over to Twitch and drop an entry if you haven't already. KO'd what? It's fine. It's just probably bugging. Don't worry about it. By the way, for the next 5 minutes, we're doing a giveaway. So if you want a chance to win a Hendrycke plush. Hendrycke is our beloved mascot for Dungeon Alchemist. So we found a seamstress team in Belgium who makes custom plushes. By the way, he is weighted with some glass marbles in his bottom. I don't know why that's pertinent, but apparently the text on the side here reveals that to you. Multiculturalist James, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, Zach, I know. I told Wim, I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And he was like, you know what? It's funny. I'm like, okay, you're the boss. You know what? I think that could be possibly construed as something else, but what do I know? You know what? I just work here. Noobs, you're fine. You're fine. You're good. When Wim told me this, I was like, you know what? It seems like something else entirely. I don't think we should share. You know what? You're the boss. Okay, fine. DM Crusader, I'm having issues logging into Twitch. You've got 5 minutes, my friend. If you don't have an account, create an account. That'll give you some time. Good luck to you, though. Noobs, I already checked it. I confirmed it a bit ago. Remember? I can see you in the list. I told you. Honestly, KO'd, it's just Twitch being weird. Probably since you're such an old follower. You old bitch. Just kidding. KO's been around since the beginning, right? You come here to be abused. Innocent of all charges. I gotta say, tropism, this map is a mood. DM Crusader made it. Make sure you type giveaway, my friend. Last chance to enter. There we go. We got 1 minute left to enter. Last chance. Hit that follow button. Type giveaway in chat so you can have a chance to win a custom commissioned Dungeon Alchemist plushie. There's only like 20 of these in the world. They're really rare, okay? They're not like super common. Oops, all Hendrycke. All right, it's time. Okay, I'm going to take all these names. Wait. Oh, there it is. Stand by. This is new for me. I've never done a giveaway like this, so I have to figure this all out for the first time. Hey, Aiko. How are you? Okay, we got a little bit of a celebrity here in chat right now. Aiko, one of our artists from the dev team, is visiting us right now. Can we get a quick shout out and some love for Aiko? Type giveaway in chat, my friend. You have one last chance to... Oh, you already did it. You're already in. Okay? It's too late to enter for anyone else. DM Crusader already did it. He's on it. I can see him on the board. Okay. So, y'all see the wheel, right? Oh, I spin this. Wait, what? Okay, you ready? Really excited? What is going on here? Regus, did it spin for everyone? Because I didn't see it spin on my side. What is going on? Okay. Perfect. I was worried it wasn't working. So Rika streaming, congratulations. Congratulations, my friend. Now, here's the deal. I need to be able to get your shipping information so we can ship this out to you. Regus, can you do me a favor? Can you direct message me on Twitch so I can start talking to you there? We can get on Discord or whatever and get your shipping information. Wait, what? What's Nope about? Nope. What's the Nope for? Okay, here's the deal. Earlier I spun it. It spun and it picked a winner. Did it never spin for any of you? Not once? I swear it did earlier. I saw it. Okay, the chat is so delayed right now. What is going on? I am so lost. Hold on, one moment. Did it spin and show Riga streaming? Please say you saw that. I am freaking out right now. I swear it rolled. Riga's right there. Riga is definitely on the wheel. He's green. He's right by Kalali. Okay, if you didn't see a spin, let me fix this. I want to try and figure this out. I don't know why this isn't working. Give me just a moment. The fact is, I did spin it and I saw Riga win on my side. So I want to make sure they get this. But give me just a minute to make sure what the heck is going on and why it didn't work. This is my first time doing this, so I have no idea why it didn't work. Wonder why chat's so delayed today. Okay, I don't know what happened, and I feel bad because none of you saw it but me. So this is kind of weird. I want to try and make this work, but I feel dumb. Give me just 1 second. I promise you, though, on my end, I spun it and Rigas won. That said, I want to just make sure anyone can see the spin right now if I spin it. Okay, I'm going to just do a test spin. Something's wrong with it then. I didn't set it up correctly. I'm so sorry. I spent like all last week in figuring this and I thought I did it right. But for some reason, it's not showing the spin to win part. Okay, Riga, I hope you're still watching. Please tell me you DM'd me. So no one saw it spin earlier, just to clarify. I feel bad. I thought I configured this correctly. Okay, fantastic. By the way, just so you know, just a heads up, there'll be a lot more of these plushie giveaways in the future. We have a reserve of them to give away going forward. So if you didn't win today, there'll be a few more going forward. I just want to let you know, anyone who's stressed, wondering, worried. Well, normally I configure all this stuff and it works. It's doing the preemptive spin, but not the animated spin where it shows the winner. So I'm confused. I saw it on my end. Okay, I appreciate you all being chill. So this is what's going to happen. We already got a winner of this one, but in the future, there will be more. I've been told there's at least 5 more to give away. It should have spun on stream and showed the winner on stream, but for some reason it isn't working. I think it did it, but glitched temporarily when it did. Because Rigas was like, knew it happened, so I'm confused. Rigas, did you see it spin you earlier? Because you were like, no way, in chat, so I thought you knew. Or was you were just replying to what I said because it was so delayed? Because chat is like 20 seconds behind right now. Okay. I apologize again. Congratulations, Riga. I don't know why this is being a bitch. Can I just say, though, it was fun to do a giveaway. And by the way, we're going to be having a lot more soon. Quick little note while we got everyone in chat. Random Ladybird, who is on the wheel and in chat, she'll be joining us next week for a guest spot for an interview. So make sure you add to your calendars next Saturday so you can tune in. So random, I know. I want to okay, can we just for a moment play with this and see if I can figure out how to get it to spin on stream? Hmm. Seriously, no one sees this spinning? I'm never using this again. This is so broken. I just spun it 3 different times. Nothing worked. I'm irritated because I tested this with our mods before the stream and it isn't working. So my apologies. Regus, I just reached out to you over Whisper on Twitch. Can you DM me on Discord and we'll arrange to get your stuff shipped out? Good to know. Well, either way, you responded and replied to me in real time seeing it. I promise you all, it did spin. It did get Regus. I don't know why it didn't update on the stream. I'm going to have to figure that out later. This is my first time running a stream giveaway like this where we gathered all the entries from the chat and then put them into a spin wheel, which I was doing at the behest of our devs, so I didn't really know how it would work, and I apologize that it didn't work perfectly. Yeah, we probably have to do a test stream in the next few days to get it working. Okay, on to another map in the Dam Challenge, because we spent entirely too much time trying to figure out the giveaway. Let's look at more maps from our bi-weekly map making contest, the Dam Challenge. Speaking of which, we need to come up with a new theme for our next Dam Challenge. It is being a real Twitch today, right? Honestly, though, I'm hoping by next time we'll have all the kinks worked out, and my apologies for that. Themes, but you know what? You shut your mouth, Sack. Hey, Geronimo, how you doing? What you been up to, my friend? I'm not gonna lie, I think chat's like 30 seconds behind right now today. It's nothing I'm doing. It's just and to see who gets banned. I'm gonna refresh the chat. Give me 1 second. I just refreshed it from Streamlabs. Hopefully people start typing, it'll fix it. I'm like 3 minutes behind. Okay, when I read the chat directly from Twitch, it's instant, but when I read it from Streamlabs, way behind. That's interesting. Good to know. And I'm really sorry about that. I'm definitely not trying to talk to you in stereo, if you will, from the past. But just happens sometimes. How you doing, Geronimo? I saw your message there, Jack. You know, I just totally bungled the giveaway. I don't know why, but all the preparation I put into it, it was spinning on stream, but not spinning. Wasn't showing like final spin, so something was up. But we got it working and we figured it out and did a giveaway for a Hendrycke plush. How's your weekend going so far, Geronimo? Ico's fantastic. By the way, Ico, are you still here right now? Still lurking? I just got to say, while you're here, Ico is going to be joining us on the stream soon as well. So on April 11th, Ico will be our guest on the stream. Yes, indeed. So we've got Random Ladybird on the 28th and Ico on the 11th. Fantastic lineup for the next few weeks. Ico is one of our artists on the team. Fantastic work constantly. And honestly, Ico is just phenomenal, both in person and as an artist. We've had her a couple times on the stream. Really a blast to have her on. Honestly, it's sometimes hard to line up this upcoming interview schedule. You know, I I reach out to people about a month in advance, hoping we can make it work. And sometimes it doesn't work out, right? Because, everyone has lives. Quentin, I know Quentin wants to be on the stream. Let's see, when do I have him booked? Quentin's booked June 13th. So far out. Someone's got to interview me at some point? Yeah, right. You guys interview me every week. I guess what I'm saying is I reach out to the devs and artists and try to get things going. Things don't always work out, but I'm trying. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to have Ico on. We've already had, Wim and Carl on. a blast to have them on, an absolute treat. Having Aiko and Quentin on in the next few months will be amazing. Oh, this map is stunning. Beautiful map. I haven't talked about it much because we've been just hanging out on stream, but I just got to say, the contrast of light and shadow maps we had was fantastic. We had 10 entries for the damn challenge, and every one of them was super good. I had to spend about 4 hours last night picking a winner. Remember, questions are for when they're on the stream, not right now. Just kidding. Catatonic, how'd your streams been going, by the way? Yes. Wait for Aiko's interview. Ask her then. Aiko, what have you been working on lately, art-wise? Why don't you let the chat know if you don't mind unlurking for a moment for a quick mid-stream interview? Going well, chaos is our way. I love it. Open us up another map. Let's go to Lord Rev. Need more time so you can start streaming? Tell me about it, man. I would love to stream like 5 times a week for this community. You know what? The modular circus tent is dope, Aiko. Earlier, I showed them the cannon. And obviously, Wim did the teaser yesterday with the circus tent. Did y'all see the circus tent teaser yesterday? I should quit assuming every one of you just live Dungeon Alchemist as your primary life. That's the only thing you do is live, breathe, and sleep Dungeon Alchemist. Clearly, that is not your entire worldview. Anani, if you stream, let me know. You feel called out? You know, it was funny. Quentin came to me the other day and he's like, hey, how many hours do you have with Dungeon Alchemist? I was like, oh, shoot, you don't want to know. He's like, I bet you don't have more than Sack. I'm like, I bet you I do. And then when I told him, he's like, holy crap. I'm like, yeah, Sack wishes he could catch up to me. No, honestly, I know you do a lot more work actively than me. I'm only looking at community maps on a day-to-day. It just made me laugh thinking about it. Because when I told him I had 4,500 hours, he's like, what? Honestly, it's I don't make that many maps as our community members, but I look at all your maps, right? I look at everything you do. Every map shared on the workshop, I go through it. Every map shared in the Discord, all the assets. And of course, I make my own maps. KO, I'm getting to your rookie numbers for Final Fantasy VII, right? Hey, Geronimo, what's your hours on DA right now? I'm a little worried you might surpass me. Got a 1,400 hours and you're a master? Isn't it like 10,000 hours to become a master in anything is what they say, right? Highland Lass, I was going to ask you, are the roofs a lot better off since the update? You've been playing for a decade. I don't even have 5 years of Dungeon Alchemist use yet. So, I don't know. What's 5 divided by 4,500? That's how many hours a year? Almost 1,000 hours a year. You know what, Anani? That's all I got to say about that. You know, you're just the master of crazy roofs, Highland Lass. That's all you gotta keep that in the back of your mind is you're making roofs crazier than DA can even handle. That's your claim to fame. I know you posted a few that were frustrating to you for sure, so. Hey, Andrew. Can we do an Dwarven Merchants Guild Dam? Honestly, there's probably about 50 to 100 maps like that on the workshop. There's like a few Dwarven cities that are really great. Though I do appreciate the suggestion. How you been, Andrew? What you been up to? I bet you on the workshop there's some Dwarven like maps that would probably suit your needs rather well. Anani, honestly, like your workarounds for roofs were great. Oof. Got that plantation entry going there. A little worried about that. Like this one here, Dwarven City is a great one you might want to look at. This is an entire Dwarven City. There's probably a section you could say is the Merchants Guild. This map is highly rated and downloaded. Whoa. What? Why can't I see? Like this big cloud here. How hard it is to see this spider under all that. That's really cool. It's Spooter. It's a little difficult to see under the to this thing right here, which is an abstract. Don't get me wrong. Ugh. Atlam, do we have any suggestions yet so far for the next challenge, or do I need to start inspiring people? Five by five, huh? Y'all think you could do a 5x5 map? I can definitely make a toilet. 2x2 would be exciting. I love spiders that look like this because they remind me of Wild Wild West. Five by 50. Tower of Terror. Wiki wiki while. I haven't said that phrase probably in 20 years since that was a music video on MTV. Wiki wiki wild, wiki wiki wild, wiki wild, wild west. Talk about a big flub, right? Because he didn't understand the role of Neo and Matrix. Granted, a lot of actors at the time thought the Matrix would be a flub. The Matrix was like a runaway success that no one planned for. Man, I remember watching that at a sleepover at my friend's house when I was like 12, because we couldn't watch it at our own house, and he had like a copy of it, like a bootleg copy of The Matrix on VHS. Wild West. Wild West was so bad. It was basically the beginning of the undoing of Big Willie weekends. Like, when I was growing up as a kid, and I know that sounds crazy when you hear it outright, but the news used to call every summer when Will Smith released a movie in the summer, Big Willie weekends. So he had like Independence Day and Men in Black, and like every year for years, this guy was just blowing up the blockbuster charts. Will Smith was like a force majeure when it came to entertainment in the 90s, late 90s for sure. Welcome. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I feel like we don't have a lot of young viewers in our audience. Like, how many of you are younger than 20 watching right now? Not many, I bet. Like, we probably have no age chat, actually. I feel like there's a lot of older people here. Millennials, Gen X, etc. Now, that said, I hope most of you know what I mean when I was talking about, like, Will Smith and his meteoric rise to fame, and then also drop from. The crickets are older than the kids in chat. Y'all are killing me. Woo. Lolandra, good job on that one, by the way. Can I show this map? You know what? I'll go back to it. I mean, I was showing it the whole time we were here, but yeah, we'll look at it some more. Mr. Messerak, are you a youngin in chat? You have a Mr. in front of your name. I would have never assumed you were younger at all. Because they don't call me Mr. Mac. That's my dad. You're old in heart. I love it. Is your favorite music like emo screamo music? Are you one of those kids that when you grew up you're like, ah, why did I grow up in the wrong generation? So all your friends are older than you and you grew up loving emo music. You're definitely a child out of place. Oh, I think Mr. Messerak was probably listening to stuff like Taking Back Sunday and Brand New. Maybe some Deftones. And he's like thinking, why is no music like this anymore? Where's my Tokyo hotel? My little brother, right? Who is like in his 20s, right? He is my youngest brother by far. He is my half brother. And he was messaging me recently telling me all these bands he like. And I was like, you know, dude, those are bands I liked when I was in high school, right? Like, what? The Deftones is so okay. Do you listen to Sleep Token? Meserak? Messerzek. Sorry. Nani, 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 nani. What? What are you talking about, Wicker? What are you talking about, Jack? Yeah, I like the Flying Fey Flowers. They had a little bit of a mood here. My younger brother was telling me about Sleep Token recently, and I was like, "Oh, I'll go check them out." But he's like, "Yeah, if you like Deftones and all of these other bands that you liked when you were 14, you'll probably like Sleep Token." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'll check them out." Honestly, I love music as a whole. Like, I'm a music person. I played music growing up, several instruments. I love old music. I love new music. I guess my music is oldies now. I don't like to accept that, but you know, Brand New and Taking Back Sunday are now oldies, I guess. Um, I played guitar, I played clarinet, I played saxophone, I played piano, you know, a little bit of everything. But I'm old. I played a little bit of bass and electric. I have an electric guitar, and I had a bass for a while. I played in a few different bands in my teens and mid 20s. You know what I mean? Slapping the bass. Mulligan, that's a great question. So remember, with a map with a lot of detail like this, Dungeon Alchemist always exports maps in your top-down perspective, right? You can always give it like a 3D perspective or a limited top-down, right? But at the end of the day, Dungeon Alchemist is designed to give you every single layer, right? One moment. Looks like a lot of the underground layers are covered up by this abstract, which is a bummer. But ultimately, a map like this is broken down into several layers. Think of it like a layer of a cake, right? The map is broken into several floors, and it's exported at each layer. Depending on the map, there may be more or less levels, which gives you more or less detail. Each level is a floor of a build, right? So if you have a multi-floor structure, your players could be on floor 1. If they find a staircase or a ladder leading to floor 2, you load them into floor 2, i.e. place the maps out or load into that virtual tabletop scene. Goblins playing didgeridoo sounds about right. I feel like goblins and kobolds would play the most annoying instruments you can imagine. And like they would always be out of tune. So it looks like someone's being interrogated here. Vuvuzela goblins. Yes, you get it. They're going goblin mode while they're playing music. Random Ladybird, you can't do choir anymore since COVID? That's sad. I'm sorry. Have you listened to Kobold Core music? It's like even worse. There's this guy on TikTok who does goblin or kobold music. If you hear it for a second, you'll laugh, okay? You ready for this? Do you not hear it? Okay, I'll fix it. One moment. Do you hear it at all? God damn it. Why is nothing working? Also getting an echo of myself somewhere. You don't hear the echo? Fantastic. It's so weird that you can hear the music from my stream, but not the Kobold music from my stream. Gonna find it. I don't know why the sound isn't working. I'm sorry, everyone. It should be working. I'm playing it from another browser, but it's not. Search Kobold music on TikTok or YouTube. There's a dude who just like plays instruments poorly and it sounds hilarious. It's strange that you can't hear it. I don't know why. Because when I play this music, you hear it, right? You hear that. I think I found it. You hear it, yes. Okay, let me see if I can start it over. I just searched Kobold music. I don't know why it's not playing on TikTok, but you read it, it played. Hold on. Kobold music TikTok. What the frick is that? It gives me a freaking like panic attack listening to it.
You could probably tell, but I think this kalimba rocks so hard. And so what I'm doing in this section of the kobold piece is I'm doubling it and giving it the melody.
This guy basically just makes Kobold music. I wish I could show you it, but I can't for some reason. All I can get is the audio to come through. It's awful. Let's just say that, okay? It is, let's just say something else, okay? It's hard to explain what it is beyond the fact that it just is organized chaos. YouTube, on Reddit, on TikTok, just search Kobold music. Whimsical is, yes, that's a great term. I guess kobolds and goblins are whimsical at heart. Hey, where's the good cop and the bad cop here, Geronimo? That's what I want to know. Oh, sorry. I had it on low quality because, or medium because, you know, frame rates. Does the bad cop play Cobalt music 24/7? Is he a Highland Lass? Good cop has to sit in the chair. Wouldn't that be where you're interrogating the person there in the chair? Good cop takes a chair and turns it around like this in front of them. They go, and then they sit over it like Captain America, and they're like, "You're probably wondering why I'm here." Right? Good cop sits over the chair backwards style to look like he's cool. Dang, I just got a friend request on Discord from Elon Musk. Wow. Just denied that. It was Elon Musk 5367, so you know he's real. Hey, y'all, I need a minute to just step away. Got to use the restroom. I'll be right back, okay? Sorry for the delay. I call him Felon Musk. All right. Y'all hear me? Sorry for the delay there. I had to step away for a moment. In the Hall of the Goblin King, really funny, hilarious. So, Inani, I guess you like Kobold music? Catatonic, you joined us on Discord? Fantastic. Honestly, like, I'm a little bit too... Like, Kobold music is cute. I think it's hilarious. But, like, I think it triggers me a little bit too much. I'm a little too autistic to enjoy it. I understand the point. It's cute. It's supposed to be funny and silly. But, like, listening to it makes my brain feel like I am the record and there's a needle scratching across my brain's surface. Catatonic, no worries. Honestly, Discord's not for everyone, you know? It inspires my desire to make balloon animals. Chim just wants to make balloon animals and rub on them. You know that sound when you rub on a balloon? Chim wants to listen to that every day, all day. That's Zen for Chim. Balloons just being rubbed. Yeah, any annoying song you could think of, probably. Chalkboard screeching and Velcro, and like anything you could think of that gives you the willies. That's Kobold music. And Nani's like, I don't care. I love Kobold music. I'm gonna dance till no, just like no one's watching me. Just constant dancing. You know, I like Herb Garden. I'm not gonna lie. We could do Garden though to kind of simplify it. Was that Sack's suggestion? Ye old Sack. No, I'm gonna dance like no one's watching me. That's why you choose to be a VTuber. I'm definitely not handsome enough or like dashing enough to be a popular streamer. I probably should have a VR overlay, right? I like to joke that I have one of those voices made for radio. And no one listens to radio anymore, so. K is for Kobold. That's good enough for me. Oh, it's definitely asymmetrical, bro. What are you talking about? You can see the tism in my face. I have a face for radio and a voice for books. Man, how's this thing still standing? That's impressive. That's like a Jenga feat right there. That looks really cool. Go take a look at the tower, shall we? I need to do. Oh my god. Jeez, Anani. Brutal, bro. Anani just shredded me. Let's read this aloud and see how it sounds. You just need to do more cosplays, Mac. It would help a lot, IMO. Okay. Catch my breath here. Just put on a costume, Mac. It would help a lot. We wouldn't have to see you anymore. Oh my goodness. That's unsettling. I know that's not what he meant, but when you read it aloud, that's what it sounds like. And so it's pretty funny. Like if anyone's okay with me like getting ripped on, like me getting ripped on, it's me. Like you cannot be a streamer unless you have a thick skin. Like I'm not gonna lie with y'all. You have to be able to turn anything into a joke. Like, because often things will come across stream and you're like, what? Sometimes people are intentionally trying to tear you down and others are just like saying something and then you like read it out loud. You're like, wait, what? Oh my gosh. Nani, I saw a clip yesterday and it made me think of you, by the way. Have you seen that new game, Crimson Desert? It's like Black Desert Online, but solo. I saw someone playing that game walk up to a void cat and just pick it up and hold it. Just grabbed it off the ground and picked it up and held it. I want to play the game just because I can pick up a cat. They knew what they were doing. What is this void hallway to nowhere? I need to know. Need to put something here. Little end table, something. Did you? You're funny. Hey, everyone. Let's go jump through the Choppa Eye. The Annulus. The Great Ring. The Stargate. I like this map a lot. Really good job on it. I like the chains particularly. Those rooms look... Well, let's just say risque. No DHD. We can dial manually, bro. If the SGC can MacGyver together a dialing computer, I'm sure we I'm sure we can do it. Riga, I'm assuming you're a Stargate fan then, from the DHD reference. Whoa. Undomestic equines cannot prove that you are. Fantastic. Teal'c is one of my favorite characters for sure. I'm assuming you've seen that there's a new show in production. Stargate is coming back on Amazon Prime. And it'll be a continuation of the existing canon, meaning all the existing shows, TV shows, all that will not be negated or overwritten or whatever. So it's essentially the same story continued. Right. I'm a little nervous because they've only locked in 10 episodes, which, given the episodic nature of Stargate, it's like a 15 to 20 episode like season typically is what we're used to. Granted, a couple of those were like bottle episodes and not necessarily character development, but 10 episodes seems stint. I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping, 10 episodes does well and Amazon's like, you know what, let's do 12 or 15 with these guys. And then it opens them back up to doing more episodes. Oh, yes. Yes. Speaking of Firefly, Nathan Fillion, all of the crew of Firefly have announced that they're going to do an animated series, which at this point, if they were going to continue the canon, an animated series makes sense. They're all kind of aged out and older. I mean, even River is like 50 now. Like it's kind of time to move on from them being live action characters. But I love the idea of the story being continued through an animation using their voices. And all of them do voiceover work prolifically, like a lot. So it makes sense. And I could see like a, not necessarily Mighty Nine, but that style, where it's Serenity. The music will slap, bro. But Firefly animated series will be great. I'm excited for Stargate because they're bringing back a lot of the original like production and the director crew to make this new series. So essentially we're getting, people who are passionate about the project. Will likely get people recast who are in old roles coming back in some way or form. Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Firefly and Serenity is good. It's good. It's a bummer there's not more. It really is. Fox did that show no justice whatsoever. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Take me out to the black, out where I ain't coming back. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Island Lass, wow, good contrast here. I know it's really hard to get a contrast of dark to light in a singular map. You know what, Anani? It is like the Elden Portal and Disenchantment. Oh my, I didn't even see it until you said that. Hi, I'm Elfo. Disenchantment's fire. Like, if you liked Simpsons or Futurama, you likely will like Disenchantment, which is another Grainig project, but it's fantasy based on Netflix. Elfo just wandering through battle between gnomes and giants. Honestly, an Elfo cosplay would be funny, but it's like a shirt and a hat and just some green makeup. There's not a whole lot to it. You know what I mean? Though I'm open to other suggestions for cosplay going forward. If you guys want more cosplay on the stream, I'll talk to the devs about it. We already have a few outfits and we can use them in October, but it would be nice to extend that out to other months, right? So Elfo, it's just a high pitch like, hi, I'm Elfo. Sort of like Elmo, but a little bit less shrieky. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She never turns her back on her friends. I went hard for Sailor Moon in my teens, I'm not gonna lie. So in my preteens and my teens, I was a bit of a latchkey kid, right? For those that aren't aware, latchkey kids are kids that like are left alone to their own devices at home while their parents are working. My mom worked at a dentist office and I'd get home from school and she wouldn't get home till like 7, 8 p.m. And so I'd babysit my younger siblings and we'd watch shows together. And I'll be honest with you, shows like Toonami in my like youth were a very good escape for me because my parents were going through a rough patch, divorcing, my dad was going to prison, my mom was working, constantly, and I was babysitting my younger siblings every day. So I basically had no childhood at this point. And so I'd get home and I'd turn on Cartoon Network and I'd do my homework and I'd make dinner for my siblings. And Cartoon Network was kind of my homies back in the day. And Toonami would start in the afternoon and I'd be watching, Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Shin-Chan, Dragon Ball, Gundam Wing, Inuyasha, all sorts of shows. Anyway, I basically kind of used anime as like a escape from my horrible life at the time. And yeah, Sailor Moon was fire. I was not ashamed to like Sailor Moon in my teens. Tenchi Muyo? Oh my gosh, I forgot about Tenchi Muyo. Bruh. I actually saw there was like a live action Tenchi now. The Netflix did one. I gotta check that out. No, Sailor Mars is dope. Don't get me wrong. Wait, you were Lord Farquaad for your birthday? That's dope. I love that. Okay, so Shrek is iconic, right? It's a good way to like slice a bit of like traditional like storytelling in Americana and give it like a weird, quirky take, right? And honestly, like Farquaad was so funny growing up. But the thing about Shrek, right? I remember distinctly watching it in the theaters because I was getting my braces and I had impacted canines. My canines were like lodged up in my bones, up in my jaw, way up here, right? And they had to hook them with chains to my braces and drag them down a link at a time to get them to come out. So they separated my teeth and dragged them down a link at a time. And I remember having to get oral surgery for this because they had to cut open my gums, attach like braces, pieces to them and links to them so they could pull it down. And anyway, afterwards, this surgery, I was completely messed up. And my mom's like, hey, I want you to have a great day. What do you want to do today? And I was in a lot of pain. I was like on pain meds and I just had this surgery. And I was like, I want to go see Shrek. Because I was like a little kid. And we went and saw Shrek at the theaters. And honestly, it was a life-changing experience for me because I think I saw Shrek while I was on laughing gas. And Shrek is already a great show. It's a funny show. But then seeing it while you're a little bit on the wayside, so to speak, out of your mind, it is something else entirely. See, when I was a kid, people used to sing All Star unironically. I'm honestly thinking the next challenge should be garden. Jim, I loved this right here. The like shadow diorama you had going on here. Do you think I would do a good Shrek cosplay? Yeah, let's do garden. I love how you have the wolf spirits up here in the clouds. Let's do it again. So she put some animated wolves up here in the light path. Hidden them in the clouds. You can make a 5x5 garden if you want, Sophie. The cool thing about garden being the theme is you can make a map of any shape or size. I'm pretty sure this is stock lighting. I don't even think there's abstracts up here. This is just the natural lighting from the like the environment. Look, if I rotate it. That's pretty dope though. It kind of looks like shoot, I can't remember what they're called. So did you ever have any like those lanterns that would like spin around and do like a shadow play? Shadow puppetry like this? I didn't notice it before. I'm so sorry. So I didn't realize I was supposed to check all times of the day when I was analyzing your maps. I apologize. Yeah, this is a brilliant use of it. How dare Mac not think of checking the map at all times of day? Right? A zoetrope, that's what it is. Yes. This is beautiful. I feel like it encapsulates more than just the actual what's going on in the map, but like the spirit of the map. Like these wolves' ancestors are with them as they like hunt their prey. You know what I mean? Wasn't a zoetrope technically, though, the first type of animation? I recently saw, I feel like it was a game that was developed and it was like cave paintings moving, and this is what it reminds me of. How you doing, Kakas? Welcome back. Kaskase? Okay. We looked at some brilliant maps today. Absolutely fire builds from our community. 10 top-notch damn challenge entries featuring light and shadow. But fortunately, though, time to move on. Ah, gotcha. Alrighty. Let's open up our winning map as we kind of chill out throughout the rest of the day here. Another form of old media that I am so intrigued by is those like wax cylinders, like the old school record players that played wax cylinders. Have y'all seen those before? Like an Edison wax cylinder machine or whatever. They're like a round tube that's made of wax and that has the etching in the top so it can play it. But unfortunately, they have to be kept at like a really good temperature or they break apart or melt. But there's this dude who made a machine or found a machine that can make those wax like cylinders from scratch, right? And he has started like recording modern music on it, and he wants to put them in his collections of old Edison like wax cylinders, so in the future someone will be like, what the heck is this? Isn't like Anani, isn't the original like idealism of like ninjas and their like their like the way they dress and the like the dark garb and the masks and stuff actually kind of originally like derived from kabuki theater? That because they would dress in like sort of dark outfits to change the sets and move things around so people wouldn't notice them. But then people started associating that with ninja culture. Like, I'm sure like black dress garb and like assassination attempts probably helps, but in the middle of the day, probably not. I don't know, small Sophie. I honestly like. I remember going to the Ninja Parade when I was a kid. No one was there. It was just an empty street. They totally got us. I'm assuming like blue and those colors were easier to dye back then. Pike, you're a brown coat. You a big Firefly fan? You know, it's funny, Sophie, that you find that hilarious. I actually, as a kid, when we were younger, me and my friends, we joked about starting a ninja parade in our city. And then we ended up in our high school getting one like announced and happened in the hallway at school, but there was nothing. It was like 20 minutes of nothing. Everyone was just standing there. Did someone say Firefly? Yeah, Ninja, we were talking about Firefly and Stargate today. Okay, let me change to the next segment here. Subverting expectations is all that type of humor is, really, Sophie. So I get it. Farscape is also good. Frelin good, you know? I love it in my Nivox. Good to know, Anani. I still have my Firefly DVDs, bro. That was like one of the first TV show box sets made available. Because like that was a new thing at the time. Box sets of TV shows was like a very new thing to DVD at the time. And the box set of DVDs is what actually, there was so much cult following for Firefly. So many people bought the DVDs, right? That it ended up making the movie happen. Jim, are you sure it wasn't a Costco? Let's end the damn challenge segment here. Let's do some Q&A for the next little bit before we wrap up. Oh, Firefly was always the top. Trying to think of other shows that did pretty well when they first came out. Office was good. Psych on DVD sold like crazy. I worked at Best Buy when these things were selling on DVD box sets. Those things would fly off the shelf. Holy crap. Try living in Utah. This is just a DVD movie, not a box set. But when Napoleon Dynamite came out, our store in southern Utah could not keep that in stock. We had to call every store within 500 miles and get them to ship them to us. Yes, garden is the new theme. Ninja, when did you serve, man? Good luck getting the Dragon Ball Z box sets like on their own nowadays, unless they're heckin' expensive too. 2004 to 2008. I'm assuming you graduated right around 2004. Sorry to get into your like personal history here. I just kind of just curious. Sounds like you were in it in Afghanistan, my man. Anime is essential. No, I think it's absolutely essential to the modern like zeitgeist, storytelling, pop culture. Anime has definitely seeped its way into like the American psyche. You did a rock, huh? Dang, dude. Oh, it's crazy how our country has just gone full circle. You know what I mean? Gundam. I haven't tested yet, and Ani, you should check and let me know. There was a lot of little bugs that were fixed in the update that weren't necessarily mentioned in the patch notes, so I'm not sure offhand. I'm assuming, Ninja, since you did Iraq and Afghanistan, you've done several tours, right? At least 2 to 3. My stepfather was a gun commander for a howitzer division in Desert Storm, right? And he also served during Afghanistan and Iraq, but he was a mess cook. He started cooking when they were like out doing training, when they were on their howitzer missions, because they would be out there for hours and days sometimes, and like he would just make food on the go, and people loved it so much they made him the mess like the cook, the mess leader. I don't know exactly what the term was or the exact like phrase they used to what his title was, but he was cooking for like 1,000 dudes. Sorry to hear that, my man. Okay. I'll talk to Quentin about that, bring it up with him and see if that's something they just would have on their, to-do list, right? So refresh my memory again with the pipe offset. If you resize the pipes in any way, they don't perfectly link to each other anymore, and they'll be offset by the distance of the normal pipe, what it would be, correct? No pipe elbow down piece. I can only do so much. I'm just a man. I'll try and get you an elbow down piece, but I think once we get 360-degree rotation, stuff like that won't matter as much. You know what I mean? Not true. Oh, goodness. How can you change the ceiling in a room? That's a good question. So ceilings are tied to their room type. So the ceiling is usually dictated by the room type you generate. Usually that ceiling type will shift or regenerate if you regenerate the room several times. So let me show you something really quickly. I'm just generating a study, right? And I'm going to place a token in here. You see the roof of this study? It's these square panels, right? There's several roofing for study. So usually if you click on the room itself, if you go to the draw room tab, click this third tab here at the top that goes to edit rooms, click the room, refresh it. Sometimes that'll quickly just change the roof type. But let me show you a trick to keep everything in the room but change the roof. So you go into this draw room panel, go to edit rooms, select the room. Then you want to uncheck everything you don't want to change, right? So let's say I don't want to change anything in here. I don't want to regenerate in new objects, lighting, walls, windows, doors. All I'm going to do is change this room type to, say, village, and let's say farmstead. Nothing inside changed because I unchecked it, right? But the roof did change because I changed the room type. Now it looks like a broken roof. So essentially, if you click on this draw room tab and click the edit room, tab from the top there. So click the edit rooms or draw room section, edit room tab, click the room that you want to change the roof, then uncheck everything under settings, uncheck everything. Okay. And then once you've done that, just change the room type to something else. Keep in mind, every room type has a different roof, so you're going to have to play around with it till you find one that you like. And then after you've changed it, right, you just hit refresh over here. Huh, why didn't that? Oh, maybe wine cellar stays at that type. Could be that. Let's try something else here. Oops. I'm going to change you to castle. And let's do kitchen. See, the roof is different there. It's a solid wooden planks instead. Unfortunately, the ceiling you can't change manually at this time other than changing the room type. But if you want the roof on the top to be different, you just go to the roofing section, select either flat roof or angled roof, and then select the roof type you want. Every roof type is slightly different shaped and different, different top pieces. So sometimes they're ceramic, sometimes they're wooden shingles, sometimes, just different stuff depending on how you configure it. So essentially you can change the roof on the exterior using the roof tool, but on the interior, if that's important to you, you'll have to go into the edit room tab, select the room, uncheck everything, and change the room type to another one until you find a roof you like. The roof is kind of auto-shaped based on the room's shape. So the roof will be shaped based on it. So if you have a building that is round or angled or whatever, the roof will shape around it. But it'll always go into a point like this. There's no way to take that point and manipulate it or drag it at this time, or change the shape to be like a gabled roof or something like that. But like what I like to do is just randomly shape a room sometimes to just see what it comes out to. Right? As you can see, the roofing will dynamically adjust to the building shape. Banana. Dude, I don't even know how I did that shape. I think I need to play around with the room shaping tool and come up with like some of the most common shapes and teach people how to do them. Like here's how you make a star. Here's how you make this. You know what I mean? Banana. I honestly love just making random shapes just to see if the roof can do it and keep up with it. Tends to do pretty good most of the time. Anani, if you could make a crescent, I will tell you what. If you can make a crescent out of a room shape that becomes like a perfect crescent for like a moon, I will talk to the devs about getting you a custom object made in DA. In fact, the first person who makes a perfect crescent building and can show me how they did it, I'll see they get a custom object. This doesn't happen very often. Pretty much at this point, only the devs and mods and myself have custom objects, but on occasion, a few community members have been given the opportunity to create a custom object based on their request. For instance, KO'd, who was watching earlier, used to be a regular in our streams, would come in all the time. KO'd found an Easter egg in DA that the devs were like, we didn't think anyone would find this. And then they ended up letting KO'd pick a custom object. And they did Walls of Force. So the Walls of Force in Dungeon Alchemist were added because of them. So, you know what? I think I want to start doing this, like a bounty. A room-shaped bounty. If someone can figure out how to shape a room into a certain shape, that would be dope. I thought you did have one, Asmo. If not, dude, you just got to let Wim know. He'll make you one. Are you saying, nope, you don't want one? It's crazy because, like, Remy has one. Remy has her tea theater. Atlam has, I thought, had one. No, maybe not. I don't know. Dag has one. Remy has one. Gotcha. You should, honestly, let's talk to Wim. See if we can get you a custom object for the next update. There's enough time still. Atlam doesn't. Atlam, you're definitely our newest mod, so that would make sense. But yeah, we'll talk to him. And community members, if you want to try and get yourself a custom object in DA, do me a favor. If you can shape a structure into a moon somehow, you can figure out how to make it into a moon that looks pretty reasonable, then I will talk to the devs about getting you a custom object in DA. And by the way, I will throw my weight into it. So but you, Asmodeus, I mean, mods should be able to get one already. I think they offered them in the past and not all mods spoke up. So we'll reach out to them. Anyway. Crescent moon, a full moon? Come on, Wicker. Come on, Jack. Come on. I can do a full moon right now. Done. A donut? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, but unfortunately not cool enough. You made a toroid building, huh? Something like that? What's fun is if you delete that center room, watch. We select that, just delete it. Now we've got a donut house. Put a little garden in the center. I have a custom object already. It's my ban hammer. Max Hammer of Banishment. It's more of a joke. I think I've only banned like 3 people the whole time I've been community manager. There we go. 2 floors with a donut hole. Sophie, we'll probably have to talk about that on Discord because I'm not sure what you mean. But you can manipulate shapes and delete shapes from each other pretty well to make all sorts of negative spaces and positive spaces with room shaping. You can even do raised buildings that are floating, you know, without anything below them. There's a lot of ways to manipulate room shaping, but from text, it's kind of hard to get your context. So what I'm thinking is after the stream, maybe you can share me an image of what you're trying to do, or a drawing, or like a sketch, or an example online, and then I can try and make it. So what you're saying is on the 2nd floor, you want this room gone. But the center is a room instead, right? What the junk just happened here? I'll make it work. Watch. Oop. That was a mistake. That's circular. Make it circular. Make it circular. Right? Then we click on this room here. Delete it. There's a room in the center, but nothing below. So this could be like in a garden or an open area, or go down underground. And then above it is like a little study. You could even have a staircase coming up this door. Definitely not needed, but you get the idea. Is that what you were going for? Kind of? Either way, I want to help you with this, and if this isn't it, hit me up on Discord. We'll try and figure it out. All right, everyone, we ran a little long today. Stream ran quite long. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Had a lot of fun. We didn't get to finish our last 2 segments today, but we did do the giveaway. We did the dam challenge and some fun Q&A. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out today during the dam show, or the Dungeon Alchemist Mapmaking show is what we call it. We host the stream every Saturday, same damn time, same damn channel. That's at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UTC. Until next week, that'll be back to 8 p.m. UTC when daylight savings hits on the 28th. This month is a little crazy as daylight savings messes with everyone around the world twice, because we get daylight savings earlier in the US and then you guys get it later in Europe side of things. So apologize for the confusion if there is any. Our next stream is Monday. That's Mapmaker Monday. Be live for about 2 hours while I'm building a map live for you to tune in and ask questions and learn about Dungeon Alchemist from someone who has over 4,500 hours of map making experience. The map we're working on is a fun, interesting theme. It is a sort of like a pit stop, if you will, the last store, the last outpost in anything for hundreds of miles in any direction. So it's an outpost / general store with an inn and tavern attached, and it's built on top of a watering hole in a very vast Badlands desert. So this water is the only water for 100 miles in any direction, and a very crafty kobold decided, hey, people need this water and they come here all the time, so why not set up a business here? So the kobold made a tourist trap, if you will, the last drop outpost and souvenir shop, which we were working on this every Monday until it's finished, and then we'll be uploading it onto the workshop. So if you want to tune in while we're building this map, share feedback and suggestions towards the build, follow along with the build and see as it becomes finished and shared on our workshop, tune in every Monday. That's at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. UTC until after the 28th. That'll be 5 p.m. UTC. As you can see here, this is the kind of general store level of the map. We're working on this area right now, filling it up with objects to feel like a kind of like there's a little bit of everything here. He has, non-perishable goods, adventuring equipment, household goods, mining equipment, anything you might need while you're on the go. And then there's going to be some souvenirs over here because this place is called The Last Drop. So we're going to lean into that. I went to The Last Drop and all I got was this shirt, stuff like that. But this is The Last Drop, the watering hole in question. There's going to be some campsites over here, a little road, and then the next floor will have a tavern and inn on it as well. Well, that isn't supposed to leak through. Thought they fixed all that. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, my name is Mac, the community manager for Dungeon Alchemist. Dungeon Alchemist is available on Steam. By the way, P.S. on sale, 20% off for the Steam Spring Sale. It'll be on sale through the 26th till 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're interested in getting a copy of Dungeon Alchemist, maybe you've been wanting it for a while, now's the time to capitalize on it because that deal is the best deal you'll get. 20% off is a really good deal. I've never seen DA go any cheaper than that. Keep in mind that's for a lifetime license, a one-time fee for a lifetime license. That lifetime license includes access to our Steam Workshop repository of over 14,000 maps and just as many, if not more, assets. Here, let's see, 14,125 assets. These assets expand upon our stock collection of about 7,000 assets, expand into more fantasy-based themes or even sci-fi, cyberpunk, modern, etc., allowing you to make maps in all sorts of themes and aesthetics using Dungeon Alchemist as your main map-making tool. Keep in mind, we stream twice a week, every Monday, every Saturday. I might do another bonus stream before the sale ends, though, probably maybe tomorrow. or Wednesday. You know what? Let's plan on Tuesday or Wednesday there being a bonus stream as well. I can't say for sure until I know, because my weekly schedule is a little scawampus on the other days that I don't work. But I will try my best to get us a bonus stream so we can hang out, discuss the latest developments with Dungeon Alchemist, answer your questions, make maps, and of course, just vibe. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Before we end the stream, I'm going to run a quick Dungeon Alchemist themed ad, and then the stream will end. Keep in mind this ad is about 30 seconds, and it is Dungeon Alchemist themed, so it's not like we're sending you to an ad for another company. We try not to advertise too much on the stream, but I think it's very important to have some fun and enjoy DA for what it is. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here.
Dark road to the fabled realm of Goyak-Ta, and before
Who do we see?
I don't know. A goblin.
I kill him.
But before she does, I, Gilliam of Firth, demand to know the goblin's name.
Hi, my name is Woblin.
Where do you live there, Woblin?
I don't think that's relevant.
Well, but I, Gilliam of Firth, demand to seek the goblin's abode.
Clever. Find family. Kill entire bloodline. I like it.
Seriously, we're doing this? Okay, well, won't be needing that anymore, will I?
Ever get caught by your players with your pants down? Dungeon Alchemist lets you create wonderful maps for any encounter in seconds.
Oh, Woblin, that's a very impressive cheese collection you've got there.
Yeah, it is quite impressive, yes. But you know what's more impressive? This map I have
To the fabled realm of Goyak-Ta. Please take it and leave. Close the door behind you.
Mr. Woblin, I cannot help but notice that you have a secret tunnel underneath your cabinet. Care to explain?
Download Dungeon Alchemist, the AI-powered mapmaker, on Steam today.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Mac, the community manager for Dungeon Alchemist. If you need some assistance while we're offline, make sure you follow us on social media or drop into our Discord, where we offer 24-hour support in our question or support forum. If you have any questions, need for guidance, assistance, tips, tricks, drop into our social media or Discord and let us know. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you on Monday. Mac out. Bye. KO'd. We were talking about you a bit ago and your wall of force. Glad you made it today. Thank you for being here. Geronimo, Messerzek, Rigas, congratulations, Rigas. Small Town Sophie, Anani, Wicker of Jack, Atlam. Who else we got here? Chim, Catatonic. So many people tuned in today. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time I give a damn. Mac out. Bye. Well, maybe you need to find more Easter eggs, though, KO'd. Your Easter egg per diem has gone significantly down. Fine, then. Hey, we'll see you later, everyone. Thank you for being good sport, KO'd. Bye. Bye. See ya. Qu'est-ce que c'est?